Privilege of being one of the pastors here, in fact, the senior pastor here at Community Church at Ocean Pines, and to be engaged and involved in the cooperative parish involving Community Church, Bates United Methodist Church in Snow Hill, and also Trinity United Methodist Church in Newark, Maryland. One of the hardest things to do in life is to forgive. And it's hard to forgive others sometimes that harm us or injure us. And I know that there's sizes of issues that happen. Some things are big things and some things are little. I mean, if you step on somebody's foot, you say, "Excuse me, please forgive me." But if you do something harsher, bigger, or meaner, yeah, it's harder to handle. Still think that one of the hardest things in life to do is to forgive yourself. Let's turn for a moment to the story of the Apostle Peter. Peter often says things and then doesn't have the ability to back them up. Peter is the first one to proclaim that Jesus is the Christ, the Messiah, the one sent from God. And as they approach the end of Jesus' life, Peter will say, "Lord, if everybody else leaves you, if everybody else deserts you, I will remain faithful." And Jesus says, "Before the cock crows, you will have denied me 3 times." And of course, we know that that happens. Peter denies Jesus. One of the Gospels talks about Jesus looking at Peter, and I have to believe that in those eyes were, yes, a sense that Peter had disappointed Jesus, but also a sense of love and forgiveness and kindness. So it is that after the resurrection, the disciples are trying to figure out what to do. So they do what is familiar, and we do that too, don't we? They go fishing. And Peter is there on the boat, and he's fishing with the others, and he sees the familiar figure of Jesus on the water, and he jumps into the water and swims to the shore, and he sees that Jesus is fixing breakfast. And Peter and Jesus have a conversation. "Peter, do you love me?" Peter says, "Lord, I love you." And Jesus says, "Feed my sheep." The second time he asks, "Peter, do you love me?" And Peter, the text tells us, is getting a little frustrated with Jesus because he's already answered that question. And Peter says, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." Maybe there was a little bit of a tone in his voice. I don't know. I may have gray hair, but I wasn't there. And Jesus says, "Feed my lambs." And then a third time, he says, "Peter, do you love me?" And Peter says, "Lord, I love you." And Jesus responds, "Feed my sheep." Why 3 times? Well, most people, most scholars, most preachers think it's because Peter denied Jesus 3 times. And Peter is reinstated by Jesus. But the biggest thing is Peter able to forgive Peter? Is he able to start afresh and anew and to say, "I messed up, but that's not the end of the story"? I was having a conversation with a staff member earlier today. And we were talking about dealing with the issue of being unhoused or hungry or whatever, and how sometimes it happens because of mistakes and choices we've made in life that are not good choices. Don't put anybody else down because we all do that. And I remembered a quote, I think it's from Frederick Beckner, the Presbyterian writer and minister, who says this: "We are not all marked, or the final thing of our lives is not the worst thing that we have done." Every one of us, Paul says, have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Every one of us has made mistakes of omission or commission. Every one of us has done things that just we thought we would never, ever, 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 ever do. But that's not the end of the story. Because Paul goes on to say in another place, "For by grace ye have been saved by faith, through faith. It is a gift of God, not of works, lest anyone should boast." We don't earn it. We don't merit it. God simply gives it. Grace is the final word. It's the last statement of how God sees us. So today, you might be struggling with the ability to forgive yourself. Something happened in life, or you did something in life that you thought would never, ever, ever be what occurred for you. You hurt someone that you love dearly. Seek their forgiveness by all means, but also begin the work, the hard work, what I think is maybe the most difficult work of forgiving yourself. You will be glad that you did. Amen.